And welcome to AEW Double or Nothing here on Universe Mode, the first pay-per-view of Universe Mode. And we have a stacked card here tonight. Welcome to Aftershock Wrestling Entertainment as we present part 1 of Double or Nothing. And we're going to go through the entire match card before we get into the matches here tonight. So let's break it down. We've got a steel cage match between Ricochet and Jay White to settle their feud. Dynamite Diamond Ring Finals as the current holder MJF defends the ring against Powerhouse Hobbs. The TNA World Championship is on the line as champion Joe Hendry defends the title against AEW's Christian Cage. A woman from AEW and TNA on both sides of the match here. Anna Jay from AEW teaming up with the TNA Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich to take on AEW's TBS champion Mercedes Moné and TNA's Tasha Steelz. AEW World Tag Team title is on the line as the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defend against the Patriarchy and Top Flight. We have a grudge match from TNA as the Syndicate's Brant Fowler takes on Rob Van Dam in an Extreme Rules match. We have an unsanctioned lights out match between Adam Cole, Bebe, and Hangman Adam Page to close out the show. The AEW Women's World Championship is on the line as champion the Glamour Mariah May defends against Timeless Toni Storm, her longtime rival. And finally, the AEW World Championship is defended as Jon Moxley takes on TNA's Nick Nemeth. So let's get started with part 1 here tonight as we start things off hot with a steel cage match between Jay White and Ricochet. We're going down to the ring. We are at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene for Double or Nothing this year as we await the arrival of our first competitor here tonight, Jay White, the leader of Bullet Club Gold. We'll see the Guns in action next week. I believe we saw them in action last night on Collision against TNA's ABC. We saw them in action. So starting off that TNA AEW crossover to get us primed and pumped for this match. But Jay White looking to end this feud with Ricochet, a feud that he started, mind you, by attacking Ricochet with a kendo stick after Ricochet's match with MJF a few weeks ago. And this is all culminated here tonight in a steel cage where the Bullet Club Gold and the Hurt Business cannot get involved in this match. One-on-one, no escape from the cage. Only pinfalls and submission count inside the cage. Now Jay White stands in the middle of the ring awaiting his opponent, the one and only Ricochet, who came to AEW to forge a new path, to start a new adventure, and came here with kind of the same attitude at first, and for some reason the crowd, the fans, just did not take to Ricochet like he thought they would, and so he changed his attitude, changed his game plan, and became vicious, became the most vile version of Ricochet we've ever seen. Caught the eyes of the Hurt Business, joined the ranks, making this the strongest version of the Hurt Business we've ever seen. Jay White leaving the ring as Ricochet enters. And now Ricochet here tonight to take on Jay White inside the steel cage to kick off Double or Nothing. And what a way to kick off the show here tonight with such a violent match as a steel cage match. These two rivals who have done nothing but attack each other with every weapon in sight at every turn, now get to be trapped inside a giant weapon at their disposal. As the cage lowers around Ricochet and Jay White, the match is now underway as Double or Nothing begins. And Jay White quickly with a version of a DDT and goes for a quick cover. Gets a 1 count. Trapped both of his arms before driving him down. Misses the forearm smash as Ricochet gets out of the way. Both competitors miss whatever moves they were going for there. A drop kick and a springboard, but now Jay White is on the attack, taking down Ricochet. Attacking the limbs of his opponent and now hammering down fists in the face of Ricochet is Jay White. Sends him hard into the cage. And admiring his handiwork is Jay White, already utilizing the structure to his advantage. And I'm sure we will see much more of that. It looks like Ricochet is busted open. I don't know if that was from the shot to the cage or a move earlier in the match. Not quite sure, but he is bleeding profusely. As he takes the attack to Jay White counters with a kick to the thigh. Oh, going for that DDT again. Nails it. Now a springboard of his own. Barely gets that, but does manage to nick Ricochet, but hurts his lower back in the process. Continues to pick Ricochet apart, now attacking the leg. So we still don't know why Jay White face plants Ricochet there and goes for a cover again. I'll finish the thought in a second. Just a 1 count. Still don't know why Jay White attacked Ricochet. We heard from Jay White last night on Collision as he delivers that hard knee and goes for another pinfall. Still just a 1 count. Not going to put Ricochet down that easily. But we heard from him. He told Ricochet no more hiding, no more running. But the fact of the matter is, Jay White is the one that started this all, unless that's not the case, unless there is more to the story than we are aware of. And there's a reason Jay White attacked Ricochet to begin with. And if that's the case, we've not been privy to that information. We are going to have to try to get to the bottom of that if this cage match does not end things here tonight. Jay White control. No. Ricochet out the back. Blue Thunder Bomb takes Jay White down as Ricochet has found a second life in this match now. Oh, but Jay White with the counter. Counter after counter here. Ricochet goes for another springboard, but Jay White just walks out of the way. Nobody home. Another DDT. Just punishing the head of Ricochet is Jay White. So both of these men are part of powerful factions here in AEW. Oh, Blade Runner. Blade Runner. He nails the Blade Runner. Out of nowhere. Wait, there's no escape, but Jay White is ascending the cage here. I don't know what he's thinking. He's scooting back, getting lined up with... Oh my God, what is Jay White thinking here? What Ricochet is... Oh, he leaps off the top of the cage. Ricochet was getting up and he just smashed him back down, landing hard on his back. Now he's got him up in a powerbomb position, thinking of driving him into the cage. He does, and slams him down in the middle of the mat. Telling Ricochet it's all over, but Ricochet somehow has gotten to his feet. Once again delivers that dropkick to the knee to escape Jay White, but it does him little good. Jay White hard on the attack here. Now going for a cover. Wait, no, he gets him up. Decides not to pin him. Oh, that may have been a mistake because now Ricochet... Well, I spoke too soon because Jay White has just delivered a backbreaker on a Ricochet. That insane leap from the top of the cage. I don't know what he was thinking, but he just slammed, speaking of the cage, he just slammed Ricochet's face into it once again. Setting him up here. Another Blade Runner. And down for the cover. And it is all over. Our first match here at Double or Nothing is in the books. Jay White has defeated Ricochet inside the steel cage with a Blade Runner. As we take a look back at some of the action here, there's the first Blade Runner, there's the second. Gonna get another look at it again. Here we go as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Jay White, Bullet Club Gold, is your winner. But is this the end of the feud? Are these two men done with each other? Only time will tell. But here at Double or Nothing, to kick things off, Jay White stands tall, victorious. Now we head into our next contest as the TNA World Title is on the line at an AEW pay-per-view, part of this partnership with TNA and AEW. AEW's Christian Cage, who is a former multiple-time TNA champion in his own right, and one of those reigns was while he was employed by AEW as an AEW wrestler. It was early on in his AEW run, as a matter of fact, he became TNA champion, and now he's looking to repeat history and take that title from Joe Hendry again. In recent weeks on TNA programming, Christian Cage has shown up, and he threatened to attack everybody on the roster until Joe Hendry would give him a title shot. He took out the tag team champions, and that elicited a violent response from Joe Hendry, who came out and attacked Christian Cage. And ultimately, this back and forth between them ended with Christian Cage attacking Joe Hendry with a ladder. And now here we are at this title shot here at AEW's Double or Nothing. Christian Cage has his opportunity to regain that TNA championship. But he has to do that by defeating a man that has caught the hearts of millions, who's gone viral, who is holding that championship for the very first time. And it's a man that we all believe in, and that is this man, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, coming out momentarily, Joe Hendry. As the people clap and sing his song, TNA World Champion Joe Hendry coming out to the ring, positive as ever, smile on his face, ready to defend this championship against Christian Cage here tonight at Double or Nothing. First appearance in AEW for Joe Hendry as well. Good to see him among the ranks of the elite here, bringing some total non-stop action to All Elite Wrestling in the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. It's a short history between Hendry and Christian, but so far it's been a violent one. And we'll have to see how violent this match ends up getting. But it's not about the violence, it's not about rivalries, it's all about that right there, the TNA World Championship. It is on the line next here at Double or Nothing. As we go to the ring for the introductions, there is the challenger, Christian Cage, veteran, heavily decorated. Whether it's singles titles, tag titles, doesn't matter. Christian Cage, one of the best to ever do it. And his opponent is that man who has taken the world of wrestling by storm. The sensation, Joe Hendry. Can Christian Cage be the man to take that strap off of Joe Hendry's shoulder? We're about to find out. Big fight feel here at the MGM Grand. Crowd looking on. Both men preparing themselves mentally. There is the bell, and here we go. Lock up initiated. Joe Hendry takes early control, sending Christian Cage out to the floor. Hard blows by Joe Hendry, the world champion. Backbreakers or rib breakers, if you will. Tosses him. Oh, with such strength, sends him careening into the side of the ring. His feet might have even banged off those stairs, I'm not sure. But Hendry making short work of Christian Cage, leaving him out there and coming in the ring to show how dominant of a champion he is right now. Getting in the head of Christian, meets him with the clothesline as he enters the ring. And so far, it's been all Joe Hendry. Oh, miscommunication there, misdirection, whatever you want to call it. But recovers with a bunch of those heavy blows that are just rocking Christian here. Lock up again, sends him into the ropes. High, short, tight, spine buster, and goes for the cover. Out before the one, though, to Christian Cage's credit. This is a veteran we're talking about. Very experienced. He's faced people that are stronger than him, quicker than him, wittier than him. And he's outsmarted them all at different times. He's out-wrestled them all, so don't sleep on Christian. Oh my God. Oh no! No! He just delivered a pile driver to Joe Hendry from the apron to the floor. Oh my God. I don't know how Hendry is still getting up, still standing. That was beyond violent. That was, oh my God. But Hendry is up and back in control, miraculously attacking Christian. He is furious. Deconstructing the announce desk here. Now breaking the count. And just bringing the fight to Christian. This man's head must be made of. Oh my God, now a DDT on the floor, and he pops right back up and kicks Christian in the gut. But Christian reverses and sends him flying into the barricade. And he's still getting up, still coming. Just a hard shot. Now these two are just, oh man, Christian catches him, slams him down. These two are just throwing haymakers at each other. Christian slows it down with an abdominal stretch. After the punishment that Joe Hendry has just taken on the floor, his head must be made of steel. How in the world is this man still standing? How is his neck not broken? Now taking Christian pillar to post. As the crowd just, oh my God, Christian counters with a German suplex. But Hendry just won't stop. This man is a Terminator. Sends Christian careening over the top rope again. Follows him to the floor. Now is just pouring on the attack. What's he? Oh my God. Powerbomb, last ride style, and Christian's head just bounced off the barricade. These two are trying to kill each other. This is not what I expected going into this match. This is just on a whole other level. TNA champion Joe Hendry showing what he is made of here, but Christian Cage, to his credit, again, back up on his feet. He's taken right back off of them, but back on his feet after that vicious powerbomb on the outside. Going up for another powerbomb, but Christian fights out of it. Those clubbing blows from Joe Hendry, man. But Christian, with that reverse DDT, has hurt Hendry here, who is just out of it now. Pulls him to the center of the ring, goes for the cover. out at 1 is Joe Hendry and backup fighting again. These two men are putting on a classic here. Oh, Alabama slam takes Christian down as he rolls to the outside of the ring for safety. Trying to recover. Joe Hendry threatens leaping out, does not. Just runs the ropes. Now he has followed Christian out, but Christian on the attack sends Hendry back in the ring. This is just not the level of competition I was expecting here. Not to make light of either. Oh, spear by Christian, followed by the cover. Oh, Hendry up at the last possible second. Not to make light of either Christian Cage or Joe Hendry. Looks like Christian preparing for a spear again, but Hendry back to his feet before Christian could set himself. It's being taken to levels that I wasn't expecting here tonight. Kick to the face of Christian, who is sent to the outside again. How hard is Hendry throwing Christian into those ropes? My God. Just deadlifts him up and delivers a shoulder power slam to the floor on Christian. Joe Hendry showing every bit why he is the TNA World Champion right now. And Christian Cage showing why he deserves to be in contention for that championship here. Oh, what's he going for? Oh, an end of days could spell the end for Christian Cage here tonight. And it does indeed, as Joe Hendry retains the TNA World Championship here at AEW's Double or Nothing. That vicious last ride powerbomb, spear by Christian, and there's the end of days that marked the end of this match and kept that title around the waist of the sensation who says if you didn't believe before, now we all believe in Joe Hendry, your TNA World Heavyweight Champion, as we close out Part 1 of Double or Nothing.